I work at a gym in Los Angeles. I have been a trainer and floor manager for 7 years. I have seen every type of gym behavior. People who work out seriously. People who barely try. People who are just there to socialize. But in the last few years, I have noticed a new category of gym goer that makes everyone else's experience worse. The main character. These are people who genuinely believe the gym exists for them alone. Everyone else is just background characters in their fitness journey. Last month, a woman came in with professional ring lights, a tripod, and a cameraman. An actual cameraman following her around. She set up her equipment in the middle of the weight area, started filming herself doing bicep curls with 3-pound dumbbells. Her cameraman was blocking the dumbbell rack. People trying to work out had to ask them to move. Every single time she acted annoyed, like they were interrupting her. She did not understand that this was a gym, a shared space, where people come to exercise, not a film studio. After multiple complaints, I approached her. I explained we had rules about filming. She needed permission from management and could not block equipment. She said she was an influencer. She had 200,000 followers. This content was important. I said other members paying for gym access was also important. She said those people could work around her. I said no, she needed to work around them. She asked if I knew who she was. I said I did not care. The rules applied to everyone. She said this was discrimination against content creators. I said this was enforcement of gym policies. She packed up her equipment and left. Posted on Instagram that our gym was hostile to influencers. Some of her followers left negative reviews. But our regular members thanked us for kicking her out. That is what we deal with now. People who think their social media content is more important than everyone else's workout. The most common main character behavior is occupying multiple pieces of equipment at once. A man comes in and puts his towel on a bench, his water bottle on a squat rack, and his phone on a cable machine. Then he rotates between them, doing one set on each before moving to the next. This takes up 3 pieces of equipment for 30 minutes. When people ask if they can work in, he says he is using it. They point out he is currently at a different machine. He says he is doing circuits. They need to wait. I have explained to him multiple times that he cannot reserve equipment he is not actively using. He says his training method requires multiple stations. I say other people's training requires equipment too. He says they can use something else. I say he can do his circuits without monopolizing half the gym. He says I do not understand fitness. I have multiple certifications and train people for a living. He watches YouTube fitness videos, but he thinks he knows better. Eventually, I started telling him if equipment sits unused for more than 2 minutes, others can use it. He complained to corporate. Corporate sided with me. He still does the same thing, just gets angry when people use his reserved equipment. Another main character behavior is the gym photo shoot. People who spend more time taking pictures than actually working out. A woman comes in wearing a full face of makeup, hair perfectly styled, matching designer workout outfit. She does not break a sweat. She poses on equipment, takes 50 photos, moves to the next equipment, more photos. She might do 5 actual exercises in an hour. The rest is photography. She blocks equipment while getting the perfect angle. When asked to move, she says she is almost done. Almost done takes another 10 minutes. She posts the photos with captions about her intense workout, about pushing her limits, about dedication and grind. She was there for 90 minutes. Maybe 15 minutes were actual exercise. The rest was content creation. This would be fine if she did it in empty areas. But she specifically wants equipment in her photos. So she occupies popular machines during peak hours for photo shoots. When confronted, she says she is motivating others. Her posts inspire people to go to the gym. I say actually working out would also be motivating. She says I do not understand social media. Maybe not. But I understand gym etiquette. The loud main character is another category. People who grunt and scream with every rep. Not because they are lifting heavy weight, because they want attention. A man benches 135 pounds and screams like he is in battle. People across the gym stop and stare. He loves it. He is performing. After his set, he walks around flexing, looking at himself in every mirror, waiting for acknowledgement. When no one says anything, he does it again, louder. I have asked him to keep noise levels reasonable. He says he cannot help it. Not. It is his natural expression of effort. I say his effort is not that intense. His screaming is disproportionate to his lift. He says I am body shaming. I say I am noise policing. He says he has a right to express himself. I say others have a right to a reasonable environment. He says this is a gym. Gyms are loud. I say gyms have equipment noise, not theatrical performance noise. He files a complaint. Says I am targeting him. The complaint goes nowhere. He keeps screaming. We keep getting complaints about him. Nothing changes. A personal trainer told me about a client who films every training session for social media. Not for form checking. For content. The client posts snippets with motivational quotes. The problem is the client keeps stopping mid-set to check the camera angle, to see if the video is good. The trainer says this ruins the workout. The client says the video is part of the workout. The trainer says no, the video is documentation of the workout. The client says the video is the point. The trainer asks why the client hired a trainer if they just want to make videos. The client says for credibility. Having a trainer in the videos makes it look more professional. The trainer says that is not what training is for. The client says everyone uses social media differently. The trainer eventually quit. Said the client was not interested in actual fitness, just in appearing to be interested in fitness. The client hired a new trainer, probably has the same issues. After collecting these stories, I spoke with a gym owner who has been in the fitness industry for 25 years. He said gym culture has changed dramatically with social media. He said when he started, people came to gyms to work out. That was the only purpose. Now many people come to be seen working out, to create content about working out, to perform the idea of fitness rather than actually pursue it. He said this creates conflicts because these motivations clash. People who want to work out need access to equipment. People who want to film content need space and time for photography. People who want attention need to make noise and spectacle. These cannot coexist peacefully in a shared space. He said he has implemented policies trying to balance everything. Filming allowed but cannot block equipment or include other members without consent. Noise levels must remain reasonable. Equipment cannot be reserved without active use. Time limits on popular machines during peak hours. But enforcement is difficult. When staff enforce policies, they get accused of discrimination, of targeting specific people, of being anti-content creator, or anti-bodybuilder, or anti-whatever. The person breaking rules positions themselves as a victim. Other members complain they are not being protected. Staff are caught in the middle. He said the main character problem extends beyond filming and noise. It is an attitude. These people genuinely do not consider others. A woman does exercises in the middle of walkways, not near equipment. In the path between equipment. People have to navigate around her. When asked to move to the side, she says she needs space for her movements. The entire walkway. For lunges. She could do them anywhere. But she chose the most inconvenient spot. Because she is the main character. Everyone else adjusts to her. A man brings his Bluetooth speaker, plays his music out loud, ignoring the gym's audio system and everyone's headphones. When told this is not allowed, he says his music motivates him. He cannot work out without it. But he could use headphones like everyone else. He says headphones are uncomfortable, so everyone else has to listen to his music. A woman FaceTimes during her workout. Loud conversations on speakerphone while on the treadmill. Personal conversations about relationships and drama. Everyone around her can hear. When asked to take it off speaker or step outside, she says she is multitasking. She needs to handle life while working out. But other people do not need to hear her life. She does not care. Her needs come first. He said the entitlement is staggering. A member complained that other people were using equipment he wanted. Not that they were hogging it. Just that they were using it when he wanted it. He said the gym should have a reservation system so he could guarantee access to specific equipment. The owner explained that would be logistically impossible and unfair. The member said unfair was having to wait. The owner said waiting for equipment was normal gym experience. The member said it should not be. He pays a membership. He should get priority. The owner said everyone pays a membership. No one gets priority. The member threatened to leave. The owner said that was his choice. The member stayed but constantly complains. Another member demanded the gym ban people who sweat too much. Said it was gross and unsanitary. The owner said sweating is what happens during exercise. The member said excessive sweating. The owner asked what qualified as excessive. The member said anything that made them uncomfortable. The owner said discomfort with sweat was a personal problem. The gym provides cleaning supplies. People can wipe equipment. That is standard practice. The member said the gym should have higher standards. The owner said the member should adjust their expectations. He said he has also seen the rise of gym gangs. Groups of people who come together and dominate entire sections. They set up camp, occupy 5 or 6 pieces of equipment, work out together for 2 hours, socialize loudly, film each other, cheer and yell. Treat the gym like their private club. When other members try to use any of the equipment, the group makes them feel unwelcome. Stares, passive-aggressive comments, standing too close, making the person uncomfortable until they leave. This is bullying, but the group does not see it that way. They are just training together. The owner has had to break up these groups. Tell them they cannot monopolize sections. They can train together, but must share space. The groups complain this ruins their dynamic. The owner says ruining everyone else's experience is not acceptable. Some groups have left, found gyms that tolerate their behavior, which is fine with the owner. He said the pandemic made everything worse. During lockdowns, people bought home equipment, started filming home workouts, got used to having complete control over their environment. No waiting for equipment, no noise restrictions, no one asking to work in. When gyms reopened, these people came back expecting the same level of control. They were shocked they had to share space again. Many could not adjust. They wanted private gym experience at commercial gym prices. He said this created a boom in private training facilities and boutique studios, places where people pay premium prices for guaranteed access and attention. He said that is great for people who can afford it. But it created a divide. People with money get the experience they want. People without money deal with increasingly chaotic commercial gym environments. He said he has considered going boutique, raising prices, limiting membership, creating a more controlled environment. But that would exclude people who cannot afford higher prices. He feels obligated to remain accessible. So he deals with the chaos. He said the solution is not more rules. They have enough rules. The solution is culture change. People need to learn to share space, to be considerate, to understand they are not the main character. Everyone is equally important. Your workout matters. So does everyone else's workout. Your content matters to you. But it does not matter more than other people's actual fitness goals. Your training style matters, but not more than the gym's functionality for hundreds of other members. He said this requires a shift in how people think about public spaces. American culture is very individualistic. People prioritize personal freedom and self-expression. These are good values in many contexts. But in shared spaces, some compromise is necessary. You cannot do whatever you want when it affects others. He said gyms are microcosms of this larger cultural issue. People refusing to wear masks during pandemic. People playing music on hiking trails. People taking phone calls in movie theaters. All examples of main character behavior. The belief that personal preference overrides social contract. He said, until American culture collectively decides that consideration for others matters, gyms will continue dealing with people who film hour-long photo shoots on squat racks, who scream for attention during light exercises, who occupy equipment they are not using, who treat shared spaces like personal studios, and gym staff will continue trying to mediate between people who want to work out and people who want to perform working out. It is exhausting for everyone involved except the main characters, who remain oblivious to the chaos they create.